Our NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, Smoothie King Center. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's a look at some numbers for Mike Conley.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Pelicans, Jones is the 2 with Ingram at small forward. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Hawkins in at the 4 slot. Well, in some ways, this season is still ramping up, but many teams have already shown a lot of promise, Smitty.
So true, B.A., and we can't count anyone out yet. Still lots of moves to be made around the league, and some teams could become contenders overnight.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Outside Ingram. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
Beautiful pass by Jones, keeping his head on a swivel and creating the wide open look.
Here's Gobert. Edwards with it, defended by Jones. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And here's Minnesota now. Driving to the basket, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Daniels passes to Valanciunas. Outside Jones. Pass to Hawkins. Valanciunas with it. Clock at 6. Here's Jones. Buries it down low.
Herb Jones with great balance on that shot. Loves when he plays inside.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Well, they brought the energy. They played smart as well. But the other team did too. Unfortunately, someone has to lose.
Nothing to hang their heads over. When you have 2 evenly matched teams on a given night, it's anyone's ball game.
Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
Edwards for 3. Knocks down the long J. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Valanciunas. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Conley. Daniels, that one's true. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Edwards against Jones. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Right at the free throw line. That one rolls around and rims out.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Here's Daniels. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Hawkins. Over Towns.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Hits the jump hook.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Daniels. Here's Valanciunas, defended by Gobert. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
You have the size that Valanciunas has. There aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. The Pelicans, #1, the 4th spot held by Minnesota.
You know, forcing mistakes is a point of pride for both clubs. They're willing to gamble to cause disruption.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Gobert finds Towns. Another shot, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Excellent big man play from Gobert, using his size to save the play.
Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
And here's Ingram. 32 points for him last game against Denver. Fires from 14. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. No good there. Jones with some nice D.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Ingram. Yet to see a basket. Here's Valanciunas. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 so far. Now Edwards. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
Here's Ingram. Count it.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
So it's Minnesota now. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Shot is good by Edwards.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
The Pelicans trail. Outside Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Here's Reed. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Here he goes. Pass to Hawkins. Alvarado outside. Counted from distance. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Milton with a steal.
2 minutes.
Pass to Reed, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Jose Alvarado. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
For me, it's all about the paint. I like how they've utilized the post, looking to dump it down and capitalize when they see opportunities. It's paying off.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Alvarado gets it to go.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And Milton's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. Grant, with the Pelicans, so many of the past few years have started with such high hopes.
Yeah, B.A., and at the end of every season, it feels like there's a big what-if hanging over New Orleans. They haven't been able to catch many breaks in recent years.
Here's Hawkins. Still no points. And another three for New Orleans.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now here's Edwards. Anderson finds Edwards. From the arc. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist with that last one. Alvarado, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Alvarado. Here's Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Reed. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Edwards for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Hawkins. Reed with the rebound.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Edwards looking for an opening. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. Jonas Valanciunas. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back after this word. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
The Timberwolves trail. Brandon Ingram out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Towns passes to Conley. Alvarado with a steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. Three-pointer. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. With the 7-footer. Here's Alexander Walker. He nails it, and we're tied. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Nance outside. Back to Ingram. Valanciunas down low. Reed defending. Offensive board. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Marshall, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And here are the Pelicans now. Ingram, the pass to Nance. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they're able to recover. 6 to shoot. Pass to Marshall for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Brown, covered by Ingram. So they take the lead. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Alvarado into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Undrafted out of Georgia Tech in 2021, Jose Alvarado forced his way into the rotation right out of the gate, Smitty.
Yes, he did, B.A. Undersized at 6'0", but his effort sets the tone. All his steals earning him the nickname Grand Theft Alvarado.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-man wrecking crew inside. His coach, Willie Green, said, quote, "It's incredible his touch when he gets down to the lane with 2-3 guys hanging on him, and he's still somehow able to find the glass, and he does a great job of finding his teammates as well." And Brian, let's not forget about those dunks either.
Oh, definitely not. That's the show. Thanks, Allie.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Daniels comes in for Alvarado. And that one misses. Well, the saying is defense wins championships. But in this day and age, don't you need both?
No question, B.A., you definitely do. I mean, we've seen plenty of great defenses flame out in the playoffs because they couldn't put up points. Defense alone isn't enough. You need a balance of both.
Ingram, the pass to Jones. Back to Ingram. From deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. Nance, high post. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anderson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Back to Conley. Up top, Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. The Pelicans have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Hawkins. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hawkins has got 6.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Conley passes to Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Daniels passes to Nance. Now Ingram, defended by Gobert. No good on the triple.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Hawkins. It's blocked by Gobert. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Shot is good by Edwards. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Brown, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Milton comes in for Mike Conley. Hawkins, the pass to Daniels. And here's Valanciunas, defended by Gobert. Can they get it? Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, you know that Valanciunas has the potential to go off, and he's doing it here.
Milton finds Anderson. Brown with it. Towns outside. Pass to Anderson. Outside Milton. There's the triple. And another 3 from Minnesota.
I just love the ball movement.
Well, the Pelicans shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Anderson against Jones. Here's Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Milton. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Towns. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Here's Hawkins. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
And Minnesota calls time here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Valanciunas. Hits the jump hook. Gobert's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Daniels passes to Jones. Pass to Valanciunas.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it's Gobert with a rebound.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. Brandon Ingram is checked in for the Pelicans. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Well, the Pelicans shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Daniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. In the 3rd spot, Minnesota.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So it'll be Shake Milton shooting. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram. That's good for Milton. 1:27 left in the first half of this game. Here's Ingram. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Each year, Brandon becomes a little more assertive at the offensive end, and we know he has the talent.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Milton passes to Anderson to the middle. Here's Reed. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Well, the Pelicans shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Outside Ingram. From the elbow, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, excellent positioning by Ingram. He's right there to keep the play alive and finish it strong.
Milton with it. 6 points for him. Five to shoot. Outside, Brown. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Milton with a steal. Here's the break. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Daniels. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
That's good for Milton.
Shake Milton. Taking 2 shots.
Milton hits them both.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Nance. Into the lane. And Nance with the slam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Brown passes to Anderson. Outside Milton. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Chet Holmgren's basically positionless. He handles the ball, he shoots like a guard, he has the versatility of a forward. He's about 7 feet something? I don't know, man. This guy has the length of a center.
Just got to get out the way and let him go to work, just like me.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, coming up big, making his presence felt in the first half, man.
More bounce to the ounce. He can get airborne and make highlights with the best of them.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
3 points.
And it's time for an injury report. All right, a chance here to check in on Jonas Valanciunas. What's the status, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for New Orleans provided some info for us. We do now know that the ankle is twisted. He's trying to walk it off, but we have no further information at this time. And this team really needs him. They aren't the deepest squad in the NBA, so we'll see how they move forward, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Conley finds Towns. From downtown, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Daniels passes to Ingram, back to Daniels. Now here's Valanciunas. And here's Ingram. Give him 8 points now. Over Gobert. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Showing some nice handles in the pick and roll. Ingram's creativity is fun to watch in these sets.
Towns passes to Gobert. Right side McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Daniels. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 10. Valanciunas with a screen on McDaniels. Ingram on the wing. McDaniels covering. Sinks it from distance. Jones has got 5 now.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Gobert against Valanciunas. Fades back. No good. A bit long that time. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Ingram. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
See how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
Conley passes to Towns. To the inside. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The Pelicans have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
Timeout.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Start it.
All right, everyone. Crowd, make some noise for your Pelicans breaker. Make some noise.
On defense, the Timberwolves. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
It's stolen by Ingram. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage over McDaniels. That one rolls around and rims out.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Here's Daniels, and that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Edwards. 23 points in the game. Tipped. Here's Daniels. McDaniels covering. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Hawkins. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet out. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Conley finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. Fires top of the key, and he gets that one. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Pass to Valanciunas. Good D by Gobert. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 15.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
New Orleans calls timeout. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Good decision to regather, talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
All right, everyone. You watched them do their thing. It was yours.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Nance. Jones with the ball, guarded by Edwards. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And Gobert with a block.
As expected, Gobert comes in with those long arms and knocks it away.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for McDaniels, and Milton subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Clock at 4. Pulls it from the top of the key. Jones misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Towns against Jones. Outside Milton. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Putting some muscle on that dunk. Gobert slams it in.
Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Daniels has got 8 points here in the quarter. Minnesota has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. 3 on 3. And Shake Milton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. New Orleans making some changes. Marshall, he's checked in for Jones. And Alvarado's subbed in for Daniels. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. A minute 37 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Alvarado. Now here's Valanciunas, defended by Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Milton. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Alvarado. New Orleans calls timeout.
Guard it.
Ingram's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the 2 guards who have been filling it up this season. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2 guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
On the take, and Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Tipped away. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's a look at what's coming up for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Monday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming to town.
And looking at the Jazz matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Now here's Ingram. 12 points for him. And down it goes. 2 points. Ingram's got 14 points.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And Edwards, here we go. It's good.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Well, New Orleans shooting a solid 47%. Takes the 3. Marshall with the bucket. 5 points in the game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. "26 seconds left in the third quarter here. Edwards against Ingram. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Anderson. Blocked!
How about the block from Murphy? In the right place at the right time.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, number 50.
There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Ingram from the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jose Alvarado is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Nance in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Nimble ball handling by Ingram, allowing him to beat the D and find his shot.
McLaughlin, pass to Anderson. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Nance. The fadeaway. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
The 7'2" wingspan, Kyle Anderson relies on that, and his anticipation skills leads to second chance points.
Now here's Ingram. Stolen by Anderson. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Got a piece of it. Here's Robinson-Earl. Here's Nance. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
All right, time for an injury report. All right, a chance here to check in on Jonas Valanciunas. What's the status, Allie?
Well, the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans provided some information. He said the ankle is definitely swelling, but at this point, they're thinking it's only a sprain. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
Now here's Reed. Basket's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Ingram. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Robinson-Earl. Now Ingram. 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
With those long steps, it takes Ingram very few dribbles to get to where he wants to go.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Edwards, he's checked in for Brown. And Mike Conley is subbed in for McLaughlin. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Reed. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Pelicans have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Outside Ingram. Back to Alvarado. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
From deep, Conley drains the triple. Conley's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Ingram on the wing. Here's Nance. Soft touch off the glass. Nance has got 7 now in this quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. And he drives in. And Grant, with the idea of league expansion, some have worried in the past that there's not enough talent to go around. You see that?
You know, quite the contrary, BA. I mean, the league's in a terrific place for talent, and there's definitely the depth for more teams to join the fray.
The Pelicans making a switch here. And both free throws good for Edwards.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense. And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Conley. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Reed in the post. Valanciunas on him. Kept alive. Goes up again. And Reed with the nice bucket inside.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Hawkins. Pass to Daniels. Over Conley. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end of the catch.
Jones against Edwards. Back to Jones. Outside Ingram. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first three of the game, something to build on.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. And McDaniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Not everyone is going to score 20 points a game. And Herb Jones has embraced his role on the defensive side, Smitty.
BA, some call him the straitjacket because what he does on the defensive end, he's tall and lanky, and he's not easy to shake off.
New Orleans has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's Daniels. Outside Jones. It's intercepted. Conley passes to Edwards. Poked loose. Pass to McDaniels. Over Jones. And again, it's Minnesota converting. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
And Smitty, the in-season tournament coming together. As a player, would that $500,000 prize be enough to motivate you?
You know, I don't think so, BA. It's not about the number or the money. It's about just competing. So looking forward to see how all this play out. But the money won't matter. I just want to compete.
Now here's Conley. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Now Valanciunas. Defended by Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. And I heard Giannis Antetokounmpo say he would have loved to go to your alma mater, Grant, because of all the tall and skilled players that have come out of Duke.
You know, BA, I'm not sure he mentioned me on that list, but certainly nice to hear that from Giannis.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Valanciunas. Banked it in off the glass.
That wasn't an easy finish from Valanciunas. The big man didn't have a good look, but got it to drop anyway.
Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Jones. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And the Pelicans call time here. They trail by 18. A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Here's McLaughlin. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Anderson gets the bucket.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
Great competitive play from Ingram tonight, and his teammates are sharing in his excitement.
Here's McLaughlin. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off as New Balance presents our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.